So this is a kind of real busy slide, but basically what it comes down to, we've taken a look at leak detections and methods to detect where the leaks are occurring, and we've come up with what we think are four main categories. You can see temperature, manual or handheld, direct, and indirect. Temperature is by far the oldest technique that's used out there in order to find out what's going on. Unfortunately, it's also based on kind of a destructive method, because by the time you find out that you have a temperature issue, a lot of your product is in jeopardy and could very well be lost. We move on to the handheld type devices, and handheld is an excellent technique, but you have to know you have a leak and you have to go out and try and locate it. The tools that existed many years ago compared to the tools today, there's just been significant gains in knowledge of how to do that, and all sorts of technology thrown at it, and it's much more accurate, but it still requires a technician to physically walk through the store and find where those leaks are located at. If we look at direct is the technology that basically uses a sensor that's going to collect an air sample and then make a decision about whether or not a leak condition exists. And again, there's been a lot of improvements in this. The system itself is usually located in key and critical points within the refrigeration system, for instance, in a walk-in. And it doubles over as a safety effort, because now you know when you have a leak, it's displacing oxygen and there may be a problem for your people in that area. You also have some in the compressor room, but you know, refrigeration systems are miles sometimes of piping. In my days in Walmart, I was always amazed at how far you could run a pipe from one end to the other end and get it. And there are many runs going back and forth. So if not miles, hundreds of feet of pipe are all through your building. You have evaporators. Frozen doors alone, Super Center will have 200 frozen doors, and you just have a lot of evaporators all through the system, which are leak potentials in the system. And I don't know, maybe some folks put them in some areas and some don't. I don't know. But also you look at the rooftop installations, you have wind factors. It's just very difficult to get sampling in those particular areas. The final one in our selection are indirect. The indirect systems take a look at the system itself and takes a picture in time and compares it to another picture in time, and then another one, and eventually it makes a decision about whether or not the volume within your vessels is being affected and you're losing product. The systems are constantly monitored. It's a 24/7 type system, and you continually educate themselves. So you have an algorithm. The algorithm is running the different temperatures and pressures and making a determination as to when you have a leak condition. It verifies that, and then finally you get an alarm or an alert back in order to repair it or get a crew on site to locate it and repair it.